All right. So what do you want to look for today?
What I did wrong in certain scenarios because I feel like I was doing very, very swell, but then um stuff just happened.
Okay. So do you think you had like a pretty good early game?
Yeah, like I feel like my early game was very strong,
Mm-hmm.
but then after a little bit, then it just started like going down.
Okay. Oh, so you're looking. Oh, that's unfortunate. Looking to
Yeah,
invade
I
level
messed up my
2.
dash to the wall.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. All right. Good stuff. All right. Maybe you can do something top. Oh, that's very good. Great job. Oh, all right. So first of all, okay, I'm just looking for things. Yep, you can call yours perfect. That's incredible. You have an incredible start. I don't think, just to be specific, I don't think this word was necessary because, like, even if he was there, if he tried to do something, you just like dashes and dodges E, right? So it kind of
Oh
doesn't matter that
yeah.
he's here. So like, this word doesn't really
Hmm.
matter. So like, what you could do is just like, if you're scared he's here, just loop around. Like, you could have just done like this, right? And you pull the
Okay.
camp here. So like, and you keep the ward. And the wards are very important because they give like a lot of information. So like, for example, right? If you go like and you full clear, at the end you get the scuttle, and just before recalling, you can go here, drop a ward here, and then recall. So if you see him here, you can like just invade again, right? So keeping
Hmm.
wards is very important. You need to be very intentional with the wards. Okay?
Okay.
Right? Here you're fine. Just drag the camp to the bush. It's better. Because like if he tries again, he needs to face check the bush. He doesn't know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
And he cannot steal like through like if he was standing here, he could have tried to grab the camp and smite or something. If you're here, like there is nothing he can do. He can
Yeah.
try to walk, but then you know what's going on. You can take information. The mid laner can come. There is another thing you can do, right? So just try to
Mhm.
be careful about this. But that's great. Very great work. Yeah, very good. Oh, his game is over. All right. So what do you
Not
want
at
to do
all,
right now?
man. All right, so I didn't grab my Gromp, so
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna finish it up with Gromp.
All right. Okay.
Yeah,
So
and I
what
was
I
gonna.
would so here you have two possibilities. Either you just instantly spend your gold and try to be aggressive. So for example, like if you back right now and you spend your gold, it's gonna be here when you respawn, right? When you
Mhm.
finish your recall. I mean, it's gonna be around here, so you can just instantly go to the gromp and take it again. Okay.
Yeah,
What else
because
you
I
could
had
do?
such a strong lead.
Yep. Another possibility that you could do, which I think is more consistent, is you take your wolf first, then your gromp, then you reset. The reason why you want to take your your wolf first, is because since you passed top to bottom, when you do your
No, my
second
wolves aren't
clear,
there.
what do you mean your wolves aren't there?
The wolves aren't there.
They are.
Oh, never mind. I swear in the game I didn't see them there.
I bet that's because the way you passed is like this, so you couldn't know, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So like if I go a bit back, right?
Oh, never mind. I
Like you
took the
you
wolves.
you
Huh?
passed like this. You didn't
Yeah,
check
and
them.
then I went through here. Yeah.
Yep. Which was correct. Like you had a very good idea of checking if he was doing them. So very good. But then what you need to do is you take the crab, sure. But I would even not take the crab. What I would do is go back to wolves, then take the gromp, then take the scuttle. Because like your camps should align to do full clears again and again. And what happens here if you take your scuttle and then go
It
take your
like messes up
wolves,
the time.
yeah, exactly, you're gonna have to wait all the time that took you to take this scuttle. So it's less efficient right now, but it's more efficient in the long run. Like, okay,
Hmm.
so that's what I would have done. But either way, it's fine, to be honest. Like, it's not a very big deal. Oh, you actually did the wolves. A great job.
I swear I thought the wolves weren't there.
Right. Oh, okay. But now I. Oh wait, I didn't see what's going on. I would have pressed B
They were
instantly.
pinging.
Oh, I see.
They were pinging for a gank. Yeah. So I was
Okay.
just coming around, and Mordekaiser was already there. So I'm like, I can fight this with Leona.
Yeah, you can because you're level 5, but you need to be careful not to overextend too much. You need to recall fast. Okay, this, which is what you did, right? But okay, so now, since you saw. Okay, so what did Mordekaiser do? After you killed
He
him
invaded
here,
bot and then died.
what did he do? So like you killed here, and then what did you say he do? He did?
He Mordekaiser. He instantly went like straight down to bottom
Yes, that's
because
what he
that's
did.
where I killed him at. Yeah.
Yep, which means that
That right now he should be going into his
he
top
should be
jungle
top, and
because.
this is here. So either he gets the scuttle instantly, and then you could have just instantly killed him here, or you check if he's
Mhm.
here, and if he's not, you just try to invade.
Invade again.
But if you're looking to invade, you need to be very careful because you don't have prio. So it depends what you want to do. But I think you're so strong right now, like you have so much gold that you can even 1v2. So I would probably go for it. But to be fair, if you want to play safe, it's fine not to do it. It depends. But this
Mhm.
scuttle, at least, you should try to get it. You shouldn't get it
Wait,
in
can you turn
forfeit.
off the fog real quick?
Yep.
I want to see if this is right.
Oh, he's not even.
Where's
He was not even
Mordekaiser?
here. He's
Oh,
here.
he's not even back. Oh, I don't know what he was doing the whole game. Like, all
I don't
right,
know.
so
But
since I'm so strong and since I invaded faster, I should probably just try and stick to like invading since
you.
I'm so fed already.
So yes, you want to make his life miserable, but you want to be very careful not to throw your lead. So you need to. So whenever you invade, you need to be careful about the lane pushing and see if your laners can help you out or not. If they can't,
Hmm.
you need. I mean, you can still go for it, but you need to be very careful about the fact that you will be on your own and they probably will collapse. Okay.
Hmm.
So, for example, if you're looking to fight him on the Skull Crab, that's fine, but you need to be careful to keep a dash to be able to escape if the laners are coming.
Hmm.
Right? Right.
And then I dash and I go get grubs here,
Yep, that's great. Good job.
and then I grab Skittle.
Oh, you go top.
Oh, never mind.
Perfect. That's great. You're checking bot, everything is here. Okay, so if you check bot and everything is here, what does it mean?
You said if I check bot and everything is here.
If you check top, sorry. If you check this and like everything is here, what does it mean?
That all right. So one, my bottom side is respawning because he started bot and went top, and then two, um, that he's not here and hasn't been clearing, so he's probably at bottom lane.
Yes, he's probably bottom lane. So like here you know because he just killed the Drake, right?
Yeah.
But if he didn't kill the Drake, you're if so at your elo, you're the only one knowing what's going on with the jungler basically. Everyone is so focused on their lane that they don't have any information of where the jungler is, right?
Mhm.
When you go into topside and see that he is not topside, it means that he is bot side. It means that you have to hard ping that this side of the map is where the jungler is.
Yeah.
You giving information to your team is extremely valuable, especially on elos where people don't know and don't know how to track the jungle, right? So it's
Hmm.
just the like your invade is very good, but I think what is lacking is the ping to prevent like if I was Mordekaiser right now, I would try to do something bot because I know you're top, right?
Yeah. He's
And
been
that's what
unbot like the whole game.
yeah, and that's why I did it. Like look, like see, since you didn't ping, he was not aware that Mordekaiser was bot, and he didn't like recall further, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, and like same thing, like she was running onto him, right? So you need to try to communicate with the team what the individual is doing.
Wait, I think I was pinging.
Where?
Wait, what was I pinging? Because it said I was pinging in chat.
Oh yeah, that's true. I'm not seeing them. Hmm. That's unfortunate. I can't see your pings.
Oh, never mind. I was pinging top. Okay.
Oh yeah, okay, I see, I see. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I guess you can try to do this, but I wouldn't go for it.
Oh, I died here. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't die, and I started pinging my.
Okay, so here the reason why I wouldn't go for it. Your top laner is very very far, right? And he needs
Mhm.
to collect the wave. So for this to be a correct play, you would need first that it clears the wave, then first he comes back, then clear the wave, then helps you out. And that takes like 25 seconds. That's your
Mhm.
entire topside jungle. It's just more worth to clear the bot lane and to clear the top lane and go bot.
Okay.
Because like what you're doing right now, if you look at it, is like 9:24 you could have started the camp, and instead you take like you take 10 seconds to try to make something happen, and you end up in 1v1 against the laner, and you lose basically like 25 seconds, something like this.
Yeah.
So that's unfortunate, but that's fine. And another issue that you have right now is that the enemy jungler knows that you're low. If he was not that behind, which actually he is not because he's at 4 kill for some reasons, he could just
Oh,
like
he was at
invade
bot.
you. Yeah, but on this game it's not the case, but on other games, if you do a gank and that doesn't result in anything and you're heavily chanked, it's a very big green light for the enemy jungler to invade you,
Mhm.
right? So you clear, it's perfect. Be careful about how much gold you have, but yeah.
I died here.
Okay, and you see, like one of the reason why you died so fast is because you did the move top. Do you see what I mean? Like there
Okay.
is two
Yeah.
reasons. Like yeah, first of all, you went top and it went badly, and then you were low health, but also you had like two k gold on your right. So
Mhm.
like despite you being ahead, you're actually behind of the Mordekaiser because you have so much gold. I mean, not behind, but like equal, right?
Mhm.
And you keep skipping a wolf. That's not ideal. Anyway, doesn't really matter. So you got out of base. What are you looking for? What are you looking to do this sequence?
I was
So
gonna go
what's your goal?
farm my wolves and then my grump. Well, my grump's not there anymore.
Okay, no, that's what you're gonna do instantly. What I mean is you're out of base. How do you win the game from out of base right now? So what's your big goal of this running out of base?
Trying to see if I could look for a gank since most of my camps are done.
Okay. So for example, right now this is respawning in less than 30 seconds, and this is respawning in 1 minute, right?
Hmm.
So first of all, you need to choose a side to play on, right? So do you want to contest the grabs or not at all?
Um, Normally you should try and contest for dragon, but since the Mordekaiser stays bot and Misfortune was up off the Leona and the Caitlyn, I went top.
Okay, so your goal is to play top,
Yeah.
which I think you're right. You're not playing towards your losing lane, which is a very good thing. You shouldn't play around your losing lane because you're gonna get collapsed and die.
Well, all the lanes were really losing, but
Yeah, but bot is losing way more than top. That's my point.
yeah, yeah.
So you try to minimize the damage, right? So
Hmm.
taking this. Oh, where are you going? Okay, so
And then I went bot. Yeah.
right. So taking the wolves are fine on my opinion, but they should be gone on my opinion. But they're here, so good for you. But going bot, while Caitlyn is not here, where when you don't know where Mordekaiser is, 2v2 is not a good idea. Because like yes, you're strong, but they are strong as well, right?
Hmm.
So like it's not that it cannot work. Yes, it could work, but if it doesn't work, the game is over on this point. Or at this point, does that make sense?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Because if you
Okay.
die
I
here,
get what you're saying.
okay, so if you die here, what happened? What happens? Mordekaiser see you
Now he's
dies. He's going grubs. He's taking them.
Yeah,
he's
since
doing something.
since jungler's
If there is
gone.
anything to do here, he's gonna do them. So probably a red, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when this is done, he's gonna cross to bot, check if there is something to do around here, and then do Drake. And what you would and he's gonna be so ahead of you because you would have died, and he would have do like probably three camps plus Herald, maybe a red, then crossbot, maybe a Scuddle, and then Drake. So he would be level nine, and you would be level 8 still, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you really need not to die on this timer, especially since like the objectives are spawning. So let's see how
Yeah,
it goes.
I get what you're saying. Oh, I lost this fight 100%.
Yeah, that's what I
Then
think.
I
All
was
right,
four
see,
and two,
and
and I
he's
started
here,
getting mad.
and like
Yeah.
you're lucky he's here, by the way, because if he was here, you were 100% dead, right?
Also,
Okay, see, if he's here and he's waiting for you, and you commit to try to fight them 2v2, and like you commit, you use all your cooldowns to go in, and then when you don't have any cooldown anymore, Mordekaiser gets out of the bush and do a 3v2, you're dead, right?
hmm yeah.
So you need to be careful about this. And then you take the Scuttle, that's fine. By the way, he didn't recall, so right now you're stronger than Mordekaiser,
hmm
right? So I guess that's fine. This is fine. This is even great. You should be winning. Oh wait, what happened? Alright, so let's see
I don't
what's
know how
going
to
on.
play Gwen.
What did you say?
I don't know how to play Gwen. Like I just started playing Gwen.
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so you goof this. Alright, he flashes. Yeah, okay. So first of all, your W is. Do you know how Gwen's W work?
It makes you immune to anybody that's like outside of your thing.
Yep, exactly. So here, why did you use it?
I used it when she was right next to me.
Yeah, but why?
Why? I thought she was gonna launch out her stun,
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Right.
and she did.
Yeah, she did. Alright. So that's a very small detail, but I'm gonna say it. I think you could have kept your W and wait for her to launch it and just E on the side and dodge it, right?
hmm
And also, when you're looking to kill someone, you don't want to dash at the opposite side of where they are trying to run.
Yeah,
Does that make sense? So like
yeah.
she was here, right? She was here, and you dashed towards your tower like you were trying to run. Well, you should have tried to, if you wanted to dash, which there is an argument that you should because that's most of the damage. So sure, you can dash, but then you dash earlier and towards her escape room, right?
Yeah.
That would have helped, and I think it would have been almost enough. Yeah, I think it would have been enough. Also, another thing is usually you want to. Oh, sorry. Usually you want to be using E during the cast of your Q, right? You Q, and during the animation of your Q, your E. You E to close the gap, right?
Okay.
I mean, here there is Mordekaiser, so it was not a good idea, but Gwen specifically, it's good to do that. And also try to use your smite because it slows them, and
Yeah.
it can be like the difference between you killing them or you not killing them. It's like if you smite. Okay, so first of all, two things. You went in. You went in a tiny bit early, which means that Aurelian had to use W to follow you. If you waited 2 seconds on the bush, he maybe didn't use his W like this, which means that he would use his W now, and he would have damage right now, right?
hmm
Do you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah.
So try to sync yourself with your allies. Okay.
Okay.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't have fighted this. Yeah, see how you're 1v1, but like Aurelian
Yeah.
cannot do much, but you're in the wave. Plus, there is Mel that is like pretty strong. Like if you look at that, yes, she has 1 kill, but she has 40 CS above your laner, so she's extremely strong.
Mhm.
But I was not expecting you to die here, to be honest. Anyway, you're looking to full clear, I guess. I think this is a bit risky, right? Top laner is kinda out with 2 level down. Your laner is pushed out, he doesn't have prio. And Volibear should be trying to look for Mordekaiser should be looking for you. I don't know what he's doing. What is he doing? Where is he?
Who, Mordekaiser?
Oh, he's
He's at
bot.
bottom. He was bought the whole game.
Yeah, I can see that. Hmm. Yeah, that's lucky. That's lucky for you. But then you should be invading. Yeah. All right. You can't do anything top. I mean, that's rough. Like this game is just very rough, to be honest. You can't do much
I died
because
here too.
they're so strong. Yeah, I mean this is just rough. Yep, you can't do much. Just
And
clear.
after I had like levels and like it was like all down from there.
Okay, one thing I can say is okay. So your team is behind, and you're not that weak, but everyone else is weak, right?
Mhm.
If everyone else is weak and you don't know they're bot side, you know that if you go for this, I mean you know they're bot side because like you have a wall, right?
Yeah.
You know that if you go for this, they're probably gonna help.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want to have a team fight, that's good what you did, but I don't think you want this, right? And I
Yeah,
mean,
because
you could,
everybody else is so strong.
yeah, exactly. And also, the more you don't have cleared your camp, the more you're getting weaker, right?
Hmm.
So you need to be very careful at doing something when your camps are up. So what I would have done here is just full clear. Like everyone is so weak, you need to be careful not to fall behind. Because like if you look at it,
Yeah, because Mordekaiser's catching up to
okay,
me in gold.
yep. So this is the last camp. Oops, sorry. This is the last camp that you did at 1344, right?
Yeah.
Then you did an objective, which is fine. Then you invaded, which is very good. That's not really farming, right? It's just like punishing the enemy. And then you ganked, then tried to do something, but you couldn't. And then farmed 2 camps and went to fight. So basically, you spent like basically 3 minutes having most of your jungle up,
Yeah.
which is fine because you took like top side of
Blue and
the
the Gromp,
enemy.
yeah.
So your top side, your bot side is, I mean, this is the same thing. So like, since you took this, like it's basically the same as taking this, right?
Mhm.
But still, you did like a lot of things, right, to continue fighting. Like at this point, it's been so long you've been on the map. You have so much gold. I don't think you should be looking to fight when everyone is weak, plus you have all your camps up, plus you're pretty weak because you have a lot of gold to spend.
Yeah.
So be careful about this. Right. So what do? You go top. or you go and you go instantly try to fight for the grab the yeah. So okay, so what happened here? Let me see. So when you were here, you're looking. I mean, to be fair, it wasn't looking that bad. Well, that wasn't really well executed, but to be honest, okay. So here's what I think. Everyone is extremely weak, right?
Yeah.
Wait, you left base with 900 gold. That's what were you trying to buy?
The item after which one after Nazar's.
You're trying to build Shadow
Wait,
Flame?
what did I go after Nazar? Yeah, Shadow Flame. So
Yeah.
900 because the item after the alternator was the needlessly large rod, and that's
Yes.
1200.
Then if there is a needlessly large rod to buy in the item you're trying to build, that's the first thing you should be trying to buy if you have the gold available, which you did. Oh
Okay.
no, there is the bug right now. But I can. So we looked before, right? It was like 1800 gold or something. So you probably have like
Yeah, it said
1200
like
gold right,
1900. Yeah.
1900 gold right now. So you should be buying the needlessly large rod, right? And you wouldn't be
And then buy
leaving the
the other
base with
parts for the
900.
alternator, right?
Sorry, what?
And then buy the parts for the other item, right?
Yeah, exactly. So you go needless charge
Okay.
road with an amplifying dome, and that's like most of your goal already. But anyway, so you're looking for this. But okay, so you're four here, but I don't think you knew that Mordekaiser was bot, right? You had. Oh, I guess you knew. Okay, if you okay, I guess you know. So I guess that's fine. That's a fine fight to take. If Mordekaiser is bot, that's fine. So let's see how you play this. Oh, this ult is unfortunate. You should have tried to keep that. To keep it. Because like he's leaving. See how this ult is very low percentage because you don't know where he is.
Yeah.
If you keep hitting the herald and try to zone and try to use your ult to get the Mel, maybe you can just get a kill on the Mel, right?
Yeah.
So this ult was unfortunate, but it doesn't really matter. But then now you need to all turn on him. Oh, that's yeah. Well, at this point, you need to get this and leave. Can you Q? Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And then you try to come back. That's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Plus, your camps are all up again. Like you're starting to be very behind. Unfortunately, we can't see anymore. I don't know what this bug
Yeah.
is. I don't know what's this bug. But yeah, you're very weak at this point. I mean, to be honest,
And then from
yeah, go for it.
the game was like over from here.
Oh yeah, I mean, it. To be honest, I think it was over before this. Like it was over like where was it? The bot move. Yeah, it was over at this point. Like once you went here and died.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this
Okay.
point that's over. And then they threw by not going Herald, and then everyone in your team including you misplayed. I mean, to be honest, it was very risky, but it was your best bet to go back on the game, right? And it didn't
Yeah.
work because everyone didn't play perfectly, and even if you did, it wouldn't be maybe not enough. And then like if it didn't work, it's yeah, you're so far behind. I would have liked to see the goal difference between you and Mordekaiser, but I think it's like pretty huge. And like
No,
you're
at this point he was up like an item or like half an item,
yeah, and
so we could say like 1500.
yeah, he's up half an item, and you're the strongest in your team. So like this is very rough, right? Even if you can do things, I think the game is Very, very cooked. We can take a look to see, but I don't think there is much to see. And see how you're still doing things with your camps up.
Put my camps up, yeah.
I think like maybe in this specific game there were a reason and that was good, right? But to be completely honest, I think that's not the only time in. I think we can look at your other games and that's gonna be the same thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like here you took 2 kills, that's great, very good.
No, I didn't get that one. He got that one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like the team got the kill, and that's what matters. So that's very good.
Yeah.
But then I would go again. So like same thing. There is the scuttle and your 3 camps here. I would go like this, right? To try
Uh-huh.
to get a sync again. But yeah, I think doing your
Yeah.
doing Atakan is a bit risky, especially since they have like so much pressure in top. I guess you can do it, but it's like so much time. I'm not sure it's even worth it. Yeah. And then you have all your camps up. You need to farm them. Okay, just a thing, because I think that's gonna be not the only time. Again, if you go out of base, try to get either like this or like that, right?
Yeah.
One of the two, but try to not get in the middle.
Yeah.
You're trying to invade, but yeah. Or you're gonna die at some point if you keep playing like this. Yeah, you're farming, but you're gonna get collapsed. I'm surprised they're not doing anything. What are they doing? I guess they were recalled. I mean, you keep invading. Well, if you're seen at one point, you instantly die. It's very risky. I think you die here. I'm surprised you didn't, but you used ghosts. I mean, you're clutching this game. Really, you're clutching the game. But yeah, you have camps to take. Okay, so now you're out of base, but now there is the Drake, so you need to be sure your team can push the lane, which
Oh,
then
this was their soul. I was telling them to come contest. Or wait, no, this is third one. I don't think this is
no,
soul.
this is all.
Oh, I was telling them to come here, and then it was only Mundo.
Yeah, it was on Nimundo because like the mid laner is dead and the support as
Hold on,
well.
wait. Can you go forward a little more?
Forward, yeah.
Because there was some point in time where everybody was alive and they weren't trying to help me contest for dragon.
I mean that's not here because like here he died and it was maybe a different Greg. Maybe it was this one. They take so much time to kill you. No, it wasn't. And then you're trying again, and you're gonna die again. Yeah, I mean to be honest, I think this game is pretty much over, right?
Yeah.
If
From
you
that
want, we
point on,
can
we
look.
just kept getting stomped. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want, we can take a look at the end, but I don't think there is much to look at. Yeah, no, I think that's over. I'm surprised that they're not doing Nash. Okay, they are. Let me be manual. Yeah, and then they just end the game. They will go top. And then the end. Yeah. I mean, they failed this, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, they take care of the rest of this. Okay, so here what I can say. First of all, try to ping more. So focus on communicating with your team with ping when you have
Mm-hmm.
information. Okay. So do you remember you were here and you knew that the jungler was not here and you didn't ping that they were
For
weak
the
side
Leona, yeah. Yeah.
and they died because of it. I mean they didn't die because you didn't ping, but if you pinged, maybe they would have not died, right?
Yeah.
So try to ping more. Second of all, try to be more intentional with your pathing. So when there is like pathing, so what I'm saying is, when you get out of base, so there is like pathing and intention. Intention. I don't know how to word it right, my bad. So when you
It's
get out
fine.
of base, you need to have an idea of what you want to play for. So
Mm-hmm.
when you die or when you base, press tab, look at who is strong, who is weak, and try to play around who is strong. So for example, when you went out of base, I think it was like around. I don't remember exactly when it was. Anyway, the grubs were spawning in 20 minutes, in 20 seconds, and the Drake was spawning in 1 minute, right?
Oh yeah.
Remember? I think it was somewhere like
That
here.
was like, yeah.
Yeah, and you went directly from base to bot side, and you wanted to fight. If in your head you were fighting for the grubs, what you would have done is taken the wolves since they're up, and then instantly go on top and play towards your somewhat strong side. Even if he was losing,
Yeah.
he was not losing as hard as bot lane, right?
Yeah.
So we'd have tried to play for this,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you already see him. And also, like multiple times, you've been skipping a lot of camps, especially this part of the lane of the map, right?
Yeah.
Try to be careful about not skipping too much camps and limiting your actions, especially when you have camps up, if your allies don't really need you now. So like most
Okay.
of the time you've been initiating actions, which is fine, but try to not initiate, like you can take 30 seconds to take your camps, except if there is an action that you're 100% sure that's going to work and that needs you now. Okay?
Yeah.
So yeah, try to focus on this. So passing for and farming. So like all this thing is like the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Farming. So like this thing is the most important and this thing can help you out. And like ping can also say like 1 minute before Drake, so 1 minute, and then 40 seconds, and then 20 seconds before an objective, you ping it like 2 or 3 times to give your team a heads up that that's what you're looking to do.
Mm-hmm.
What people are saying is like they're getting excited about the objective, right? You're trying to excite your team about what you want to be doing.
Yeah.
And that's gonna prepare them and give them time to adjust their game plan to adjust with you. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's it for me. I think that's the biggest things here. There's probably a lot of things that could help you out if you're looking to a main jungle, because I'm a main mid, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there is probably jungle specific things that could help you out more, but I think like this is the most important stuff.
Yeah.
Any question?
Um. mm, More so like if I'm down, like just overall, like how I was like with my team just being not stronger than the enemy, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's my main plan? Like because if I was to gank bot, right, with Mordekaiser always bottom, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
if I was to gank top, since he's not always at top, right?
Yeah.
How do I know if I'm a win or not? Since I know my team is behind.
How do you know if you're winning? Is that your question?
No, so like, how would I know when to gank and when not to gank? Because like, if Volibear's at tower, right, and
Mm-hmm.
Moonra hasn't done a single bit of damage to him, would I gank that? And like, why would I or why would I not?
First question is, do you 1v1 him? If your laner is not here, do you 1v1? Do you win the 1v1? Like most of the
Oh,
game, the answer was no. You don't.
Yeah.
You don't win the 1v1. There are some games where just, yes, your team is behind. What you have to be focusing on is just getting yourself strong. And getting yourself
Hmm.
strong is not necessarily meaning ganking or helping your team out, right?
Yeah.
To be honest, like an answer I can give you is, yeah, to be honest, that's like this game is rough. That's all I can say. Like this game was very rough. Everyone was losing except you. Oh, another thing that you need to be careful about is be careful doing things while you have a lot of gold with you. So plan your
Yeah.
bases. So like 3 is plan your base.
Yeah.
Plan base. And try to not do fights when you're like close to your base and you have a lot of gold on you, because like you're very weak at this point. If you didn't
Hmm.
die a single time this game, you might have just carried it. Because like you were so strong, but you gave a lot of shutdowns.
Yeah.
So I don't think you were not in position to carry, but like a very small mistake, like 2 or 3 very small mistakes. I mean, not small mistakes, but 2 or 3 mistakes that made the game way harder than it had to be. Because like one of the reason Mordekaiser had so much impact is because you gave him a very big shutdown at the early game, right? So like this was very good. You were completely smurfing this game, destroying everyone, and then you died. Where was it again that you died? It was around here. I don't
It
remember.
was right there. No, it was
No,
right
no,
there,
you killed him
or
here.
like a little bit after.
Yeah, and then you. No, it was after this. Oh yeah, you took the fight top. Yeah, yeah, you took the fight top, and it was a hard fight that you didn't win, and then you went
And
top
then I went down the block. Yeah.
with your walls not respawn. So if you what you should have done here instead of trying to do this, I mean, of course, it's very easy to know what you should have done after looking at the outcome, right? But if you had
Hmm.
to ask me what you should have done, is here you recall and then go back here. Yes, this camp is out, but you clear this first, then go here, realize that this camp is out and that this is being taken, and then you take it and fight the
Yeah.
Mordekaiser that is very weak because he didn't recall, but you did, right?
Yeah.
And at this point, since you're so strong because you just get out of base, since you get just out of base, that's when you want to fight, right? So that wouldn't be
Hmm.
at this point, right? That would be like around here, which means that would have been kinda at the same time as Caitlyn get out of base, which means that you're very strong and she is very strong, so you could have maybe done something,
Okay.
but to be fair, like Mordekaiser was waiting for her in between the two towers. So realistically speaking, if you had recall here, you would have been in a very good spot to just punish his mistake of trying to do so much while not having recalled, which is like basically the same mistake as you. But he's Mordekaiser and you're Gwen, so
Yeah.
he takes your stats and wins, right?
Yeah.
Any more question?
Not really. You basically told me the basis of what I really need to sit there and focus on. It's like
Yeah.
my pathing, my intention, the way I form. I need to ping more, communicate more with my team,
Yep.
and try and plan my bases out to when I know I'm strong, so that way I can fight then and not like while I have like 1,400 gold on me or something. When I
Yeah.
could have bought a needlessly big rod and then had 60 more AP, 80 more AP.
And you would have one shotted him. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is fine to stay on the map with a lot of gold if you know why you're staying and that you know that you're then not looking to fight, and everything that you're gonna try to do and an enemy is here, you're gonna lose it. As soon as you're aware of this is fine to stay. If you're looking to, like, if there's a purpose for you to stay. So, like, for example, if you have 200 gold on your next item, then you need 2 camps before your big spike. That's fine to try to take
The wolves and Grump.
the wolves and Grump. And if you had this idea, you would have seen him on the Grump and would have said, "Nope, I'm weak right now," and instantly gone here because you're weak and you know it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you had the idea behind it, you wouldn't have done this mistake. Right?
Yeah.
Any more questions?
That's everything.
All right. Good luck with the games.
All right. Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks.